Guten Tag and hats off to you, my friends. My name is the Number Q, and I like Pokemon, and I'm going to share my opinions on Pokemon by having a top 10 list of my favorite Pokemon. And of course, this list is going to be completely subjective and my own opinion. So if you don't agree with it, well, feel free to argue with me in the comment section. Now, of course, this is going to be a top 10. However, I am going to be including my some honorable mentions. So let's just jump right into it with my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Now let's start with some honorable mentions, and this is going to be from like number 20 to number 11, in that order. So I'll start with number 20 and go to number 11. So my 20th favorite Pokemon is Blaziken, and then Vikavolt, Umbreon, Dragalge, Zapdos, Vanilluxe, Cofagrigus, Steelix, Tapu Fini, and Giratina. All of them I just like, but not enough to where they're in the top 10, so they don't really get their own entry. Number 10, Salamence. Salamence is one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. It is an amazing pseudo-legendary. The story of how Bagon transforms from wanting to fly to becoming this awesome dragon is just, it can be really inspiring, because Bagon wanted to fly so badly that it evolved into a Salamence so that way it can fly. Like, Alcino is just really cool and powerful. Number 9, Lucario. Now, I'm just being honest here. Out of all the generations that I played, 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit of 6 and 7, Gen 4 is probably my least favorite out of this bunch. Just seemed like less bland compared to all of them. But one of the Gen 4 Pokemon that really stands out to me is Lucario. It is amazing, especially its Mega Form. Lucario has an amazing design, which looks a little bit like the Anubis from Egyptian mythology. It just looks really cool. Looks like a jackal, and it's really really cool. Number 8, Leafeon. Now, Leafeon is another Gen 4 Pokemon. Like I said that I don't like Gen 4, and thus far I've had a lot more Gen 4 Pokemon than any other generation. But, Leafeon is my favorite evolution. All because of competitive play. Like, I'm not necessarily one to like grass types. But, Leafeon, if you have that, set up with a sword stance, it can absolutely destroy. Like, the only bad thing that I have to say about Leafeon is that its shiny could be a lot better. Like, it doesn't look very good for a shiny. But otherwise, it looks amazing, and it's what I prefer to evolve my Eevee into. Number 7, Delphox. Oh boy, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one. Delphox is not a bad Pokemon, okay? It looks fine. And at one point, it was my favorite starter. But it just has a nice design. Like, it broke the firefighting trend. And there's no way that you could classify that as firefighting. Plus, it's also a really cool fire psychic type. Like, the only other one is, like, Darmanitan Zen mode, which... Have you ever heard of Darmanitan Zen mode? Yeah. It's really, really, like, you never... There is also Victini, but still. Delphox is one of my favorite Pokemon, just because I love Fennekin so much, and even though some may say that Delphox looks ugly, I just think back to Fennekin and how I absolutely loved it when I first saw it. Number 6, Incineroar. Incineroar is my favorite starter. Okay? It just barely edged out Delphox at the last second, but I love Litten. I absolutely adore Litten. It is such a wonderful Pokemon. And then Torracat, it's good, but where the line really shines is Incineroar. Incineroar is amazing. Darkest Lariat, probably the best signature move around. Um, it's just really cool. I like the fire cat aspect. Cats are my favorite animal. And Yeah. Number 5, Azumarill. Okay, hear me out. Azumarill is actually like really good. Like if you have a Z belly drum, Normalium Z, or even just a citrus berry, it's like amazing. Z belly drum, if you aren't aware, heals you all the way back to full, and then takes its half cut, and then you still get +6 in attack. And then there's Aqua Jet and Play Rough that you can use that absolutely bodies almost anything. Um, but Azumarill is just also really cute. Has an amazing shiny, like top 10 shiny. Number 4, Metagross. Metagross is a wonderful Pokemon. Best shiny, in my opinion. And, like, Mega Metagross, that thing is terrifying. Also, Metagross just has an amazing design. And it's one of those Gen 3 pseudo legendaries. And Generation Free is my favorite generation. As it was, like I said, Emerald was the first game I played. Metagross, just amazing. Number 3, Krookodile. Krookodile is amazing, okay? I just want to set that precedent because this thing gets Intimidate and it gets Moxie. Like, sometimes it's difficult to choose. Moxie, you can get a real sweep going. Like, I've done that to the Emerald Iris. Check them out in the iCards. Wait, by the way, yeah, the iCard will be over there. And it's just I really like the design. In fact, when I was first getting into Pokemon, I had a Sandile Pokemon card. Now, Krookodile is just amazing in so many different ways. Like, it has a great design, and you know, it's a very likable Pokemon. Probably not for the Emerald Iris, though. Number 2, Toxapex. Okay, when Sun and Moon, when the entire deck's leaked, you know, I essentially saw what team I was going to have. And then I saw that this Pokemon named Mareanie gets this awesome evolution called Toxapex. And I just absolutely love Toxapex. It's amazing, and I'm pretty sure that I used it on my first Moon team to defeat the game. It's a really good designed Pokemon. It's a Sea Urchin. It's a good poison type. Baneful Bunker, probably one of the most OP protection moves, right behind King Shield. And yeah, overall, it is a really, really solid design, and I cannot sing praises enough. Number 1, my favorite Pokemon of all time is Cradily. Now, this may seem like an odd choice. All the Pokemon that, or at least in the top 5, have some sort of good battling prowess. Cradily doesn't necessarily have that. No. Instead, it captivates me in a different way. When I was younger, I loved dinosaurs and paleontology. In fact, paleontology, if you are unaware, is the study of fossils. Now, now you can see why it's starting to make a little sense. But why would I want like this weird sea lily on the top when I could have like Tyrantrum or Bastiodon? Well, this appeals to my chemistry side. As I want to be a chemist now, this thing secretes acid from its tentacles. Do you know how useful that can be? And also how cool it is that it can basically defeat anything. Couple that with a good design and like it's got a decent move pool, but like it's terrifying to say the least. Like I would not want to like be out in the wilderness and then I see a wild Cradily. Unless I want it to be friendly and not want to eat me. Probably going to be demonetized for eating humans. But. So those were my top 10 or top 20 favorite Pokemon of all time. As obviously this could change with Sword and Shield coming out right around the corner in November. But as of right now, before Sword and Shield, these are my top 10. These could change after, either way. What did you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know how I'm wrong in the comment section below. Also, I just want to give a link to where I compiled this list and where you can compile lists too. I'll have the link down in the description where you can make your own top list. Alright, that about does it. If you like the video, please make sure to like. If you're new, please subscribe. It really helps a growing channel like me. And yeah, other than that, I will see you in the next video.